Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in today's video I'll be doing a video on what Oscar eats in a day, and he is 6 months old. Obviously I am a bit, I'm probably wearing a different t-shirt to the video, and he's in his pyjamas. I am filming this after I've vlogged it because I wanted to get the vlog done first and then do the intro and then the outro, so that's why clothes and stuff and hair looks a little bit different. Just wanted to put that out there, so yeah, stay tuned. I hope you have... You're gone! Where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh. Hey, so enjoy the video. Enjoy the video. Yeah. I like my food. I'm a hungry baby. He is a very, very hungry baby, and he does love his food. As you can see, he is not scrawny. Oh, not scrawny. He is not overweight. Are you? No, don't know how, but your food goes in one side and then comes back out the other. Come on then. So I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, don't forget to like this video and comment down below what you think, and enjoy what Oscar eats in a day. Yeah. Hey, come on then. See you soon. Right, we are currently in my kitchen. I tend to get his breakfast sorted the night before. Only for simple fact that when I go back to work, I've got to start at 8:30 in the morning. Trying to get him up, fed, dressed is going to be quite a bit of a stretch, because bear in mind, before I had him, I was getting up like 10-15 minutes before I had to leave. So it's easier if I get everything, like lunches and stuff, all prepared and ready for the next day. But because he's currently on pouches, it's all done and ready, so all I've got to do is measure out his breakfast. And he has, currently he's having Cow and Gate creamy porridge. I threw the packaging away because I just keep them in like these pots. I think it's just easier for storage. So yeah, that's the porridge at the minute. That's half the packet, so the whole packet fits in 2 of these. And this is from Vital Baby. Their products are amazing. So this is not sponsored or anything, but their products are amazing. Like their spoons, I absolutely love. Oscar can, if he wants to self-feed himself, he can with them because they're quite easy to use. And so this came from like a weaning set, and so all the pots and everything just amazing, brilliant sizes. So yeah, I tend to keep everything under here, like all his food, like his dinners, his lunches, and all of his pre-made milk, because currently I'm using up the last of these, but he will be going on to these because he's 6 months. But I use the pre-mades in the morning because it's quicker than trying to make them fresh at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, when you've got to try and get everything ready, make the milk up, wait for the kettle to cool down, make the milk fresh, and then feed him. So I just use the pre-made milk in the morning, get the kettle ready and on, so that way that's sort of going ready so I can make up the bottles for the day. Yeah, so in the morning I use this, which you can use to mix in the porridge because it's basically the same thing. So I tend to get that out and leave it on the side. The porridge that he loves, because I'm currently testing out the Cow and Gate one to see how he gets on. So I can try different porridges if one of the stores don't stock it. But he currently loves the Aptamil creamy banana porridge. Anything Aptamil he's been really enjoying, so I've got another one of them stocked up ready. I am going to be trying the Gibbon. Get them out. I got these given from my mum to give them a try as well, which are these whole grain porridge with banana and then with sprout. So I'll be trying them after he's eaten the apps meal. I think that'll be better for him as well and healthier because it's obviously whole grain. Come back. There we go. So I currently bought from Asda these bowls with lids. And what I've been doing is I've been scooping them into here, putting the lid on, and then leaving it with the scoop I'm using. I've been collecting these. These are from his milk, his powdered milk. See my forehead? These powdered milk. I've been keeping them because they're brilliant for when he gets older. You can do like scooping, like quantities, and like, they're just great for crafts and teaching him like maths and literacy through like different activities with these. So I've been keeping them, and at the moment I've been using them as like a measuring, because so yeah, I've been using it as measuring. And before I start, I do understand that he does eat quite a lot for a 6-month-old, but if I don't feed him, well, basically if he eats too much, he'll just whine and whine and whine. So obviously I don't force feed him anything, but if he's full up, he's full up. And he doesn't always finish things. Sometimes he does. Some days he'll finish like a whole jar, like one of these. I'll feed him one of them, and he'll eat like the whole thing. Then others he'll have half of the jars. Whatever, I feed him whatever he wants to eat, and whatever's left over I stick in the fridge, and he can have the next day. So he does eat a lot. He's quite a hungry baby, but he doesn't put on that much weight. He's quite lanky. He's quite tall and sort of slim. So you must be eating the right amount. I just want to disclaimer out there, I am aware he does eat more than he's supposed to, but that's just through guidelines. Every child eats their own amount of food. They know when they're hungry and they know what they eat. So they eat what they want, basically, until they're full up. So just going to go with that. So now I'm going to get in the comments saying that he eats too much. I'm fully aware, but he's happy, he's healthy, he's not putting on like drastic amounts of weight. He's not putting on drastic amounts of weight. But yeah, so he's eating it, and he does tell you when he's full because he'll just moan. And then he's like, okay, you're done, have your milk, then it's done. And if you don't feed him enough, he will really go into like a tantrum that he wants more. So, he does sort of know when he's full, but I can also tell because he starts getting tired and he starts fussing with it. That's when I'll then stop feeding him and give him his bottle. Because the last thing you want to do is overfeed. So yeah, I tend to get the bowl and the spoon. I'll do 3 scoops, level scoops. I'll try and tap it. Scoops that are they're basically level. There you go, level it off. Then go 1. Another 1, 2. And 3. This is his second week now. Well, the end of his first week of breakfasts. So it's his first week having 3 meals a day. And I've noticed he went from just having 2 scoops to wanting more porridge in the morning. So I'm now trying 3 scoops. I'm not trying to feed him too much, but if he's not satisfied, he is going to get really grumpy. Yeah, and then 3. It does, to say, again, looks a lot, but that's how much he eats. Comment down below if your baby eats a lot. Basically, your baby loves food. Yes, that's back on there. Then put the lid on it. And I'll stick it over here, which I'll show you in a sec. Ready with his milk, ready for the morning. So basically how his meal is. He said it's breakfast, they're ready with the milk. I'll then put that in a bottle in the morning, which I'll show you guys obviously in the morning what I do. But yes, that's all ready the night before. I'm now going to go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Right, it's now the morning. It's like 6:30 in the morning. He tends to have his breakfast around 7. Right, what I tend to do now is I've got my Tommee Tippee bottles. I'll then tip this in there, and I'm just going to go boil the kettle. And obviously I'll then heat this up. Then while I'm doing that, I'll then get his chair. He hasn't got his high chair hasn't turned up yet. So he just sits in like a normal chair. He can sit up by himself, so we tend to use like a normal chair for the minute. Yeah, dip that in there, put the lid on. Right, and then I'm going to go heat that up. Right, while that's heating up, I tend to just I've got a dog bowl. I use that. Any bowl will do, but I just have a vessel dog bowl from when basically when my dog comes over and visits, because he's living with my mum at the minute. Then boil the kettle, tip that in while that's heating up. Once that's heated up, I then take everything into the living room and mix it there, so that way it doesn't, get too mushy. I'm basically going to go get little man, stick him in his chair, and next time I see you, a lot of traffic, next time I see you he'll be having his breakfast, and basically I'm just going to show you him having his breakfast, and the next time after that would be lunch and then dinner. That's all his meals. So yeah, and again, disclaimer, right, I'm going to go get little man out of bed, and we're going to go have some breakfast. Very quickly, this is the chair that we're currently using. It's like a little garden chair. He was using the rocker that's there when he was younger, but now he's a little bit too big for it, and plus he can sit up now anyway. And we have got a high chair coming. Don't do that. We do have a high chair coming, and it is not, it's not here yet. So once the high chair's here, it will just go here. We don't have a lot of space for it, so it just sits at the end of the sofa for the minute. Obviously when we get a bigger place, it will go up at the table, but because we don't have a living room or anything, and we don't have a dining room, sorry. We just have a living room that's not got a lot of space. It just goes wherever I'm sitting, and then we'll just feed him. So yeah, I'm gonna go get him and make up his breakfast. Where are you off to? You can sit in this. Normally you do. Because you're in your pyjamas that it's very, very slippy. Right, I'm going to mix up his breakfast. This is little Oscar. Say hello, Oscar. So you got porridge there. I'm just going to do 3 scoops. 1, 2, 3. I've just got that all over the table. Give it a tissue. And then I'll just mix it up. It turns into lovely porridge, doesn't it? Just keep mixing. If you do need to add more powder or more milk, you can do so. Get the right quantity. Oh, just splashed that everywhere. You love your porridge, don't you? Right, now that's the right consistency. It's nice and thick. Well, it's not too thick for him, but it's thick enough for him to eat. And this is what he does when he's impatient and he's hungry. He'll just start moaning. Nom 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 nom. The spoon I'm using is from Virtual Vital Baby. It is, isn't it? So he does normally sit up in it really well, but I think his pyjamas are making him slip. I think also because he's got a big nappy on. Because you've done a wee-wees. Done big wee-wees. We tend to eat breakfast first and then get dressed. That way less mess over your clothes. Don't we? Can you do it? You're a clever boy, aren't you? Can I have the spoon? Can I have the spoon? Thank you. More? Well, then you do it. You clever boy. He likes to self-feed himself, and he gets the ump if I don't let him. Don't I? Don't you? You get the ump if I don't let you. You getting full? No? You're just being impatient. Come on then. And where are you slipping off to? So, like I said, this isn't a proper chair for feeding, it's just that I'm waiting for his high chair to turn up. That last little bit and it's done. You want to do it? Can you do it? Come on then. No? I'll do it then. Right, and then I feed him his milk. He tends to have, in the pre-made he has 7 ounces, and in his normal milk he has 8 ounces, but that's how much he drinks. But recently, since having 3 meals a day, he doesn't tend to drink it in full. So yeah, just have your milk. Let's just check it. Yeah, that's fine. I am going to start introducing sippy cups, so I did try it when he was 4 months and he didn't quite take to it, did you? Didn't quite take to sippy cups. He'd just sort of refuse it, but he's sort of trying to hold the bottle a lot more now, so we're going to give it another shot, aren't we? Can you do it? You could do it? You clever boy. So you can do it, he just chooses sometimes not to. Finish off the last bottle, don't we? So basically that's the end of his breakfast. I'll see you guys at lunch. Right, we're back and it's lunchtime. So basically you can get his lunch ready. Because he's on purees and stuff, it's already made up. So I use Ella's kitchen pouches. I have done since started weaning. I found that these pouches he absolutely loves. Like I have tried other pouches and he's not been so keen on them. But these ones, everyone I've tried with him, he seems to really, really love them. So yeah, I would definitely 100% recommend Ella's Kitchen for like food, because they do all sorts. They got the 4-month ones, which are just super smooth. They're just like really, really thin, consistent purees. These are great when you're starting off weaning, because obviously where they're only used to bottles, this is basically like liquid, but it's sort of given them at 4 months. It's given them the idea that, like, basically the idea of solid food. Obviously, you do have to consult your health visitor and everything like that, because you're meant to start weaning at 6 months. But if you are early weaning, I would get advice first. But yeah, if you are starting to wean at any age, the 4-month ones are better, because it just sort of adjusts them to having food and trying different bits. And then the next stage up is 6 months, which are a bit of thicker purees. And so they're a bit thicker, they sort of gets them used to chewing their food. And before you then go on to like a bit more thicker like foods. You don't want them to basically drink the bigger foods and choke. So this helps to help them chew, because it's still a puree, but it's sort of a bit thicker, so they have to sort of chew it a bit. And then after 6 months, they have a 7-month one, which is, I think I have one here. I think. You got your 7-month one here. This is a chicken roast dinner. This is the 7-month one. The difference between 6 months and 7 months is that this is textured. It's not lumpy or anything, but it's just a little bit textured, which again gets them even more used to like having food that's a bit more thicker, and it's sort of all about adjusting them to eating normal food. Obviously, this is normal food, but like eating our food. And what you don't want to do is give them our normal food straight away, because that may not be ready and they may not be able to chew properly. So this sort of helps, and it also gives them all the nutrition that they need, and it just helps generally. So you can use these, like if you make a roast dinner, you can use this as sauce to go over the top and stuff like that. So you can use them afterwards as well, like pasta. You can make like plain pasta and stick one of these over the top of it as like a sauce, and sort of use it in different ways. But yeah, so because he's 6 months, we're using the 6-month pouches. Yeah, today he's going to have macaroni cheese with basil, so we'll see how he gets on. This is a new flavour for him. He hasn't tried this one, but we're going to give it a try. But he has so far liked everything that's in Ella's Kitchen. So let's get the pouch out with his spoon. His spoon's over here. With his spoon. I then will boil the kettle, which I'm doing now, ready to heat up his milk. And because he's eating a little bit more, I've been giving him these. And they say crispy and melted. They're basically like cheese puffs, but they're very, very melty. Like when they put them in their mouths, it will just melt into like a puree, which is good because it reduces the choking. But if you're starting off like I am in a minute, I'm handing it to him and holding it while he's eating it, because I'm just scared he's going to choke on it at the moment. But yeah, these bags are resealable as well, so you've got a little tab which you can reseal. So I'll give a pouch and 2 of these. Some days he'll eat the whole pouch and then just want his milk and he's done. Other days he'll have the whole pouch. You'll have 1 puff, which are these. And then other days he'll have 2 puffs in his pouch. So yeah, I tend to bring the bag with me, so that's how much he's got left of it. This one is strawberry and banana. He loves this one, so I've got an extra pack here waiting for him to open. And they also have this one, which is tomato and leek. I think they do have other flavours, but in my local Asda where I got them from, that's all they have. So I'm going to try them on the tomato ones after I finish this packet. But yeah, so I'm going to basically get that. And then his pouch, I'm going to warm up his milk, and then I'm going to go feed him. So I'm going to show you a quick clip of him eating, and then, yeah, so next time I'll see you guys is dinner. Right, it's now dinner time. It's now 5 o'clock. I forgot to say earlier that he has his lunch at 12. So breakfast at 7, lunch is at 12, and then dinner is at 5 o'clock in the evening. I've just boiled the kettle ready for his dinner. He has a jar. I tend to do the whole full jar because sometimes he eats the full jar, sometimes he doesn't. Obviously, again, you know, he is a hungry baby. He eats what he eats. So I just basically use the jar up, and if he doesn't eat it, have it for dinner tomorrow. So I'm basically going to show you how I make it up. So today he's having rice pudding. This is the 6 month jars. This one's from Cow and Gate. He does have other ones, like he has beef casserole, he has your Sunday lunch, you've got cauliflower cheese, you've got loads of different ones that I've got under there. You have different brands. You've got Heinz, Cow and Gate. He seems to love the Cow and Gate jars, and then the Ella's Kitchen pouches for lunch. So yeah, basically what I do is I've just boiled the kettle, so I'll then put the boiling water in the bowl. I'll then heat this up for a couple of seconds, then swap it with the milk, and then I'll then pour this into a bowl, and then that's it, dinner. So yeah, so he basically eats one jar for dinner. Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what he eats in a day. He just eats, and milk wise, that's basically everything for milk as well. He only really has 3 milks. He cut out his before bedtime bottle, but he's sort of done that himself, really. When we started lunches with him, we were giving him his bottle at bed, and he just sort of didn't really want it. He was only really having 1 or 2 ounces, and then when we started dinners, he just fell asleep, about 6:30, 7, which is roughly his bedtime anyway. He just fell asleep without it, and we've just not given it to him since, and he's been happy. He's not asked for it, he's not wanted it, so he just cut it out himself. And for his nighttime bottle, he hasn't had that since he was 3 months old. He slept through the night, or starting to show signs of sleeping through the night at 2.5 months, about two or three times. I think it was like twice 1 week he sort of slept through at 2.5. And I thought, right, I need to get his routine in. One, because I was too tired. I could not do all nighters for 2 months. I was really struggling. I thought, right, I need to get a routine in for me and for him. And I did that routine, and he was solidly asleep all night as of 3 months. And because of that, he doesn't have a bottle. He doesn't get up in the night for it. He doesn't wake up for it. He sleeps right through. I'm gonna say the only meals he has are the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He doesn't get hungry either during he doesn't ask for snack. So I would give him a bottle for snack in between meals, but he's just not hungry. He just doesn't ask for it. He's happy. So yeah, he just has 3 meals a day with his bottles, and again 8 ounces. He has 7-ounce bottle milk with his breakfast. He did drink 7 out of the 8 ounces of his milk at lunch, and then he's got another 8 ounces now, and we'll see how much he drinks. Okay, I'm gonna go make his dinner. Then I'm gonna show you him eating it, and then I'll be back with the outro. So enjoy. Right, while that's heating up, I have 2 bowls I use. I use one that's from Boots and this one that's from Vital Baby. This is in the same weaning kit as this came in. So, and it came with, I think, 3 spoons. These were the spoons that we got in the pack as well, and there was a couple of other pots in there as well. Yeah, I bought these separately on Amazon. So the dinner's going to go in that. So just waiting for it to warm up, and then I'll put the milk in. So I only really keep it in for a couple of seconds. And rips it off. And then his milk goes in while I tip that in his bowl. Right, so basically I'll just tip in the whole thing. So again, if he doesn't eat it all, then I'll just put it in the fridge and you'll have it tomorrow. Because these jars do last 24 to 48 hours, so if you stick them in the fridge, they'll keep. But yeah, I'll just mix it up. Like that. And I'm going to feed it to him. Ready for your din-dins? I think you're ready for bed, but we have din-dins? So you go sit in your chair. You go sit in your chair, yeah? Come on then. Right, I just wanted to end this video / vlog thing here. We've had a really nice day, haven't we, having our din dins and our food. Yeah, did you enjoy your food? Did you? To be fair, he's doing really well with weaning. He loves food. Like most of the things we've given him, he's basically eaten. There's only like a few things he's not too keen on, but I think that's due to the texture of the food rather than the actual food itself. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We're going to be off to bed now, aren't we? It's Mr. Man's bedtime. We just had a bath, haven't we? We're in our pyjama jams. I think we're almost ready for bed, haven't we? So yeah, this was my 6 month, what my 6 month old eats in a day. Yeah, so comment down below what your baby eats in a day. I will be doing another one when he's like a year old. Because obviously he'll eat completely different food then, so stay tuned for that one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. And also, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and comment down below, what does your baby eat at 6 months, or what did your baby eat at 6 months? So what brands did you use, what's your favourite baby's food? I'd say at the minute, I'm not sure about lunches. Lunches, I think his favourite food at the moment is custard. And you love your egg custard, don't you? Your banana custard. You do, don't you? You also like beef casserole, don't you? You like cauliflower cheese? Yeah. Yeah, you're telling them what you like to eat. Oh. He should be in a lot more vlogs now. I say vlogs are starting to come. There's been a lot, because I was late starting my channel. There's bits like content that I wanted to film that obviously needs to go up first, like his pregnancy update or stuff like that. And because I had camera issues, I've been able to start. So I'm a bit late in the game with some of my videos, but I do still want to get them out for you guys. And vlogs are coming. We've got a morning routine coming. Obviously got our night routine, which obviously I'll link in the iCards up by Oscar's head. Yeah. This is my 6 month old baby Oscar. Are we going to say no night and say thank you very much for watching? I fingers out. You can't chat your fingers in. There you thumb out. But the word that you say a lot is dada, isn't it? It's another thing. He's now started to say dada, so I think that's his first word is dada. Isn't it? You say dada. But a lot better without the fingers in your mouth. Don't you? You say dada. You go shy. Say bye-bye to the camera. Go bye-bye. Say bye-bye to everyone. High five. Say high five. High five. High five. High five. You cheeky. High five. High five. Hey, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.